Cindered shadows. What lies beneath?
Oh, no narration? They don't have that little cutscene where they give you information on the lore? Whatever you want to call it? Dude, I can't believe they implemented this little buy left feature. I learned about this so late. But it is really neat. The sword of the creator is restored and can now be used 20 times. Yes. I should hear what the residents have to say. Alright, so we are going to take care of this very similar to how I took care of 3 houses. Talk to every character. At least the regular characters. It shouldn't take nearly as long because Abyss isn't as big as the monastery.
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. It's about you outsiders. Actually, guess I shouldn't bother reporting you to yourself. The Ashen Wolves may seem tough, but they're harmless. Honestly, things can get pretty boring down here. But here's a little piece of wisdom from me to you. Boredom's a luxury. Trust me, I know these things.
Alright. Who's this? Oh, Linhart, what's up?
Oh, hello, Professor. Have you seen this library of theirs? It's completely different from the one in the monastery, and their collection is amazing.
It also has an uncanny resemblance to the Royal Library of Snivelheim from Dragon Quest XI.
There are forgeries and banned books, legends, spells, and heresies. Doubt I'll catch a single wink tonight.
Something that keeps Linhart up, surprising. I guess Linhart does kind of like books, now that I remember correctly. So can I, like, I want to change my map. Yeah, there we go. I want to better see who I can talk to.
What do you think, Professor? This is a most unique town, is it not?
That's one way to put it.
Incredible, really, that those who faced oppression on the surface are able to find sanctuary here. Oh, not to say that there's no helping the situation in Fodlan. To do just that is our duty and our honor. Even so, I find the idea rather lovely.
Yeah, sure.
Who knew an entire town was hiding beneath the monastery?
Not me, dude. It's almost like they last minute thought of a town beneath the Garrick Mock.
And a secret fourth house to boot? Secrets upon secrets. I'm just itching to know them all. I'm sure Rhea knows all about this place. Gods, how many secrets does that lady have?
Rhea definitely knew about this. There's no doubt about that.
Find someone else to bother. Whatever the heck you're selling, I'm not buying. Not a trader, huh? Sorry, my mistake. Most folks chatting down here are just pawning off stolen goods.
Talk to this small child.
You're from the surface, aren't you? I bet you're real bad.
How rude. Respect your elders. Even though I'm not that old.
My mom says surface people are the worst.
What gave you that impression? Alright, goodbye, little child. I don't ever want to talk to you again. I like the design of Abyss. It's not like anything to write home about, but for what it is, it's pretty neat. Just like this little base. It's hard to believe that all this is under Garrick Mock, but like, pretty neat. Also, Ash, what's up?
It looks like this is where the people of Abyss leave their unwanted belongings. I didn't expect to find much, but there's actually plenty of gear we could salvage. I'm told we can take anything we can use, so it might be good to check on it now and again.
Good idea, good idea. Some would even say it's our convoy. Oh my goodness. That was a terrible joke. Please don't put out your pitchforks.
Hey, new person. Want my advice? Don't wander too far off the beaten path. Abyssians like their privacy. If you go snooping around, there's bound to be trouble.
Alright, I'll take that advice. Thank you.
Wait, did I introduce myself? My name's Happy.
You're not a holy knight, and you don't seem all that special. But you're certainly mysterious, wielding that hero's relic. Yeah, I've heard all about you. But I never figured I'd see you down here, chasing after someone and getting lost in the process.
Yeah, just what is this place?
The classroom for the Ashen Wolf House. Just so we're clear,
We're not affiliated with the Officers Academy. Since we're not part of the Academy, it's really just in place for us. Can't go to the surface either. We've all got our reasons. We're a unique bunch from all walks of life. Once you get to know us, I'm sure you'll love it here.
I'm sure I will too. Oh my goodness, what is this board? The lazy thing essentially in part 1, she does get a bit better in part 2. I'll happily agree to that, but in part 1, all she does is give me a headache outside of battle. I love Hilda. I don't agree with you. I will give the fact that Hilda is lazy in part 1. I'm not denying that. She definitely is. I found that pretty like good for her charm. I like Hilda. I do. But I will admit some stuff. There are times when she goes a bit too far. Even she has flaws. I will say that. For the most part, I found her, I just found her character pretty, I just found it kind of charming. But, like, honestly, I will admit she goes a little too far sometimes.
What was that?
But that doesn't mean I hate her. I do like her. Still, despite that. Anyone who comes up to me is like, Hilda's lazy. I'm like, yeah, you're not wrong. I definitely agree with you, though. Oh my goodness, Raptor, you're gonna clip that.
Pardon, but might you possibly be the Imperial Princess herself?
What? Oh, you're talking to Edelgard. Why are you facing me and talking to Edelgard?
I am. And you are Constance of House Nouvelle. I recall hearing of your disappearance. I never would have imagined you'd end up in a place like this.
Your presence is equally curious. What business could you have here? Don't tell me it was idle curiosity.
As I believe you are well aware, we were chasing after a suspicious individual.
Alright then. Who do I have to talk to now? Hilda and Balthus. Oh wow, that's it. Yeah, it's gonna be very quick because, as you can see, this is a much more linear version of Three Houses, and it is more streamlined, so it doesn't have as much customizing and stuff. So we're gonna go through it a lot faster, plus it's genuinely shorter. It's already a shorter thing. But just going through the, like, days of exploring.
Hey there.
Going through the exploring is gonna be really quick. This playthrough is not gonna be long at all.
Hey, Professor. Allow me to introduce you to my brother's best friend. You can call him Balti.
Actually, it's Balthus. You've probably heard of me. In the Alliance, I'm known as, how should I put it?
An outlaw.
Right answer. This guy's notorious for picking fights and shirking debts. He's got a whole army of bounty hunters chasing after him.
I may not look it, but I was once a noble from a minor house. Life's full of twists and turns.
I know you, Balti. I'm pretty sure you got yourself into this mess.
Oh man. Like I said before, she's good in battle, and luckily for her, I care more about battle utility. You did say that, Raptor. I remember you saying that. Yeah, Hilda is amazing in battle. Also, she, like, chants her own name, like...
Welcome.
I find that adorable. I don't want items, I just want to,
Hey there.
I do want to repair if I can. I have, like, 60 smithing stones. Why would I not repair some of these weapons?
Is this... There you go. Is this... There you go. Is this... There you go.
Alright, I think we're all good. We can move on to, the, next story event. But yeah, we're gonna breeze through this story. I don't even know how long it's gonna be. Probably only like 3 streams, the most, maybe 4, depending on some of the maps. Ambush in the arena.
We're all done here, boss. Oh, but more importantly, about your...
We'll discuss that another time. For now, tend to your mission. Don't worry, no one will die. We'll get everyone out safely. Once the trap is set, shift your focus to protecting the Abyssians, just in case things go south. Oh, it's you. I was just heading off to ambush our attackers. You'll help with that, won't you?
Oh, does that mean your enemies are drawing near?
Very good. The scouts I sent to the surface spotted some mercenaries. They closed off the entrance they used last. But it seems they've already found another.
This is bad. We've got to evacuate everyone from Abyss as quickly as possible.
That won't be necessary. They'll be back soon.
Huh? Who?
Why do I have to go? No matter what we do, we're all just gonna die in the end anyway.
Sure, but if we do nothing, we'll die a lot sooner. I assume the corridor is successfully camouflaged?
But of course, our decoy shall prevent those scoundrels from chancing upon our living quarters. Do note that I am the bait upon your hook. If we fail, I shall be left dangling in the wind. But it must be done, I fear. And so, I will most happily accept the starring role in this.
Are you okay?
They're at the entrance. They'll be coming in from the east.
The east. Good. We're well placed. Go ahead and draw them deeper into Abyss, just like we planned. I'd like to know that myself. But first things first. We've got to make it through this encounter. Launching small counterattacks on the surface won't accomplish anything. It could also earn us the scorn of the church, if it gets messy. Which it will. That's why we have to lure the enemy underground before we take them out. I know the perfect spot.
Admit it, pals. You're knee-deep in this, just like us. There's no turning back now, right?
Of course not. If there's any way we can help your cause, we won't turn our backs on you.
That's right. We will not stand idly by while danger befalls the innocent people of Abyss.
We're protagonists. We can't let that happen.
If we can capture the enemy, we can perhaps learn the reason behind their relentless attacks.
Excited, are you? Fine. We could use more bodies to throw at our enemies. Thanks for volunteering.
So long as they're fighting with us and not against us, I don't care how excited they are. Let's get to it.
I also like Constance.
Wow. An underground arena, huh? You sure know some great spots, Yuri.
As I said before, I like all the Ashen Wolves. I have my favorites. But yeah, Constance is good.
I heard about this place from someone back in town. It hasn't been in use for a long time. I figured it could prove useful. So I spent some time clearing out the debris that was blocking the entrance.
It seems to be a revitalized ruin. Perhaps it was originally a reception hall or something similar.
Perhaps. Honestly, all of Abyss feels like a ruin.
This place is magnificent. It is just spacious enough to contain my glory. I shall not hold back here.
Large, isolated. I wonder if it would be okay for me to sigh here.
Sigh?
If happy sighs, monsters come running. No, I'm not kidding.
That sounds like you're kidding.
I'm not sure what you could possibly mean by that.
That's all kinds of freaky.
I wish, Happy, but no. Absolutely no sighing. And Constance, be glorious in moderation. Understood? This place is so big that if it collapses, all of Abyss will fall with it. The whole reason we're luring our enemies here is to avoid damaging Abyss. Don't lose sight of that.
I am well aware of our aim.
Sure, but that doesn't mean we can trust you to show restraint.
I'm a little concerned.
You as well? I cannot fathom why I am being treated in such a way. It is the duty of the nobility to preserve the people's safety.
You're not wrong there.
Do you truly believe that I would destroy Abyss in my efforts to save it? Preposterous.
That would cause trouble for Elfie too. If the underground collapses, he's the one who will have to answer for it.
Who is Elfie? That's literally what was going through my mind, but I figured they were gonna give Byleth an option to ask it.
You must know Elfric, yeah? He's a bigwig in the church, but a friend of Abyss. He's the one who opened up this place to folks with nowhere else to turn. Folks like us. He gave us a home, a new life.
It is Ulfric himself who put forth the idea of establishing the Ashen Wolf House. Sadly, he faces opposition within the church, and so he cannot openly deploy the knights to aid us.
That means Alfric relies upon us to protect the people who live here. Us, and now you. I hope you're ready, Professor. We're counting on you.
I guess I'm your professor now.
Reliable, aren't you? We'll owe you one.
Time to knock some sense into their thick skulls. They picked the wrong strangers to mess with.
My guess is 4 to 5 streams, depending on how the Golem maps go. Oh man, don't remind me of that awful map. There are 2 maps I am thinking of right now that I actually think are bad and should not, and think I went too far. 2 maps in the game I think are awful and they should not be in the game. Personally. And the Golem map is one of them. Minor spoiler alert. Also, I can use everyone. No more choosing my units. I can use every single character. Any abilities I can edit? I don't think there's really much to edit. But you can switch out stuff. Never mind. I wasn't sure if the game gave you abilities to switch between. I'm using a sword against axe. Keep all this. Fury doesn't even have reason, does he? I don't think he even has spells for that. Honestly, I kind of like what I have now. I'm not going to use a sword with Edelgard. Yeah, give me some resistance. I can use those points. Check your end. It's a black screen on mine. I'll try resetting. Is it still there? What? It looks fine on my end. I don't know if it was a thing before. Was stream like down for a minute? That was really weird. Or was it just my screen? That's odd. I'll have to look back when I edit the video. I'll have to look back when I'm making the videos to see if that happened in the recording. I don't know what could have caused that, but is it okay now? I hope it's okay now. Alright, well, I think I'm ready. Just a screen. Might have been on my end. Is the screen still messed up? I should know this before, I go on. It's good now? Alright, we're moving on. That's really weird. I don't know why. Maybe like a hiccup in my capture card. I have no idea.